Hello everyone, welcome to a Killjoy guide. This guide is going to be about everything you need to know about Killjoy on Ascent. If you want to take, I'm gonna say this now, if you want to take this with a grain of salt, I am currently Diamond 2. So, I cannot provide, oh, my bad, Diamond 2. So I cannot promise the best information, but I can promise some pretty solid information. I hope this guide helps you. We're going to be talking about everything you need to know, and we're going to start with the A site. When it comes to A site, we're going to start up with defending. So when it comes to A site, first round, a lot of people like to send someone door, especially on pistol. First person that comes out usually goes door, and it's really just a problem that they could just go door for free. So we're going to do a setup that can counter the door. So you're going to put your alarm bar right in front of the switch, like this. You're going to find this cracked brick on the ground with the wire, and you're just going to put your molly on the other side. And now you're going to come over here, and these little lines in between the bricks, you're going to throw it on the second one. So this is one, this is two. And you're just going to throw it on the ground. And then when someone comes over here to pop the tree door, they will get this entire area, either forcing them to run out or run into the tree while the door is closing.
Bot coming back.
A good turret I'd recommend for that setup is putting a turret right here, or a turret right here. You can even put a turret Jenny if you want, but on pistol round, I'd really recommend this turret. Since what it can do is that if they're playing quiet A main, if they just peek onto sight slightly, the turret will see them, and then their crosshair will be here. And if they're too out into the open, you can just swing too close because their crosshair is going to be all the way up here, so they're just going to have to flip over if they want to try to kill you.
Coming back.
If they have a jet, you could try to set up her generator by throwing a molly on the left and a molly on the right side. And then this will kind of get all of the surrounding area Jenny. You can, so it's kind of something like this. And then they dash out.
Recalling my bot.
If you want early info, you could try to just get a turret right here off grid. So then second someone peeks a main in here, the turret will see him.
Bot coming back.
And then one last setup that I'm gonna show is a two setup. Put your alarm bot in the middle, and then show them all on both sides. This is very good for stopping a tree push, so I do recommend you use this.
Bot coming back.
And then I'm going to be showing you some neat turret tricks as well, so I'm going to show you how to get up here, because I don't see a lot of people on Killjoy playing at this angle. So get your turret, and there's the little blue dot beneath your turret telling you where the center is going to be, and we're going to kind of put the blue dot, right here. We're going to go from this corner, and then just go up halfway of the log, so it's going to go right here. You're gonna place, and then you're just gonna jump in the corner of the turret, and then jump again, and you'll make it on top. We call it turret, and now we're gonna put it on this. I'm gonna put it on the little curve right here, put the blue dot on it, and then jump up again. And for some reason, this sometimes likes to happen, where your character will just do that, and then you'll just fall. It usually happens whenever it's a little bit too close, but put it a little to the right of the ledge, and it should work fine. And then you can make yourself up, and you can play up here. I recommend only doing this once or twice in a game. I don't recommend doing it too often because they'll expect it. And you can do a tree setup with it, or you can get up something main. And you can do whatever you want to do to follow it up. Now we're going to talk about the A side. So when you're taking A with Killjoy, you shouldn't just be using your mollies for lineups for post plant or just post plant. You should be using them to prevent a retake. You can use them to flush people out of rat corners, and you can use them to prevent a retake. Like if they're gonna do a timing retake where 2 come tree, 3 comes heaven, if you time it right and molly heaven, your whole team can focus on the 2 people tree. Sorry if my mic's bad, by the way. I currently do not have the best microphone. Anyways, so I'm gonna start by showing you some neat little lineup tricks that can hit like dies, back gen, tree, to heaven. So we're gonna start with the tree lineup. You're gonna run over here to this green box, watch your nanoswarm, and then there's a little line in between the alarm bot and the turret. With that line, you're going to put it on this gray part. So it's gonna look something kind of like this. And then you're just
Placing
gonna throw.
swarm grenade.
This Molly's gonna go through the roof of the tree, and it's gonna land
Swarm
dead in the
grenade
center
out.
of the tree, preventing anyone from playing
Here.
close left or close right. Very good for preventing someone who's trying to get at least one from when you're closing the doors. So it can prevent him from pushing in on the smoke. Next line I'm going to show you is for back dice. For back dice, you're going to take your crosshair, you're going to go right here, and you're going to go up to where it meets this corner of the cloud that sticks out. So it's going to be around here.
Placing
And
swarm
then just do a
grenade.
left click throw. And that will land all the way back
Swarm
dice.
grenade out.
Preventing any players from being back dice. And they'll have to either run hell or run over
Yeah.
to the open. Go back to this corner, and then you're gonna just go take this tiny spark, and then just go in the middle of where these two ends meet,
Placing swarm grenade.
and then just throw, and this will land back generator,
Swarm
preventing
grenade
anybody
out.
from playing back generator. Now for heaven, just run over to this door, and you're gonna throw one just in this vicinity,
Placing
and you're
swarm
gonna throw the
grenade.
other in this vicinity.
Placing swarm grenade.
And then both of these mollies will land heaven, preventing them from sitting there or preventing any
Watching
from push. And now for post-play lineups,
Here.
both of these are going to be in this corner. For dice, you can just kind of just throw it right here, and this will
Placing
land
swarm
front dice.
grenade.
That's all you need to do. Just throw it at that little spark, and that will land front dice, preventing anyone from defusing with the bombs on dice. Now for generator, you're gonna stand here, and you're going to take a peek, and you're gonna go from here. You're gonna imagine this goes up, and you're gonna take the peak of this, go up, and then the peak of this, and then kind of do it where the middle will meet. So it'll be like here, and
Placing
just do a
swarm
left click
grenade.
throw. And then this will bounce off the front of Jenny, and it will
Swarm
land
grenade out.
right here, preventing anyone from defusing if the bombs land in front of Jenny. Now for Killjoy ults, I recommend always ulting in this corner
Initiated.
when you're
My ultimate
executing,
is ready.
and then coming here, and then throwing
Placing
both the
swarm
heaven
grenade.
mollies,
Placing swarm grenade.
because this prevents anyone from
Swarm
leaving the
grenade
site,
out.
and
Swarm
anyone
grenade
who's trying
out.
to
Here.
play cheeky in that corner, so all your team has to worry about is hell.
Area is clear.
So that isolates a lot of angles for your teammates to have to worry about, since all they have to worry about now is the right side of hell. For a retake ult on it, I recommend running all the way over the tree, and I recommend popping it right here. It's in this corner.
Initiated. My ultimate is ready.
Door's most likely
Here.
going to be closed, so you can probably come over here for free. And you're gonna stand right here, and you're gonna throw your molly in this opening.
Placing swarm grenade.
And let me pop my ult. I'll do it a bit faster. So I'm
My
gonna throw
ultimate
another.
is ready. Placing swarm grenade.
But what this will basically do is that the molly will come, and it will land right here,
Swarm grenade
preventing
out.
anyone from sitting here, and either they die here, or they
Area
get the
is clear.
tank. So, kind of gives them an unwinnable situation there. Now, we're gonna make our way over to the B site, and I'm gonna show you some stuff for the B site. For B site, a setup that I see very common, especially on pistols, is turret goes up here, because this is one of the best turrets in pistol round, because half his body is blocked. Along bot lane,
Placing alarm bot. Placing
Molly to
swarm
the
grenade.
left, and Molly
Placing
to the
swarm
right.
grenade.
While the
Swarm
setup
grenade
is
out.
not bad, it can work for maybe one or maybe even 2 rounds. Eventually, in higher elo, people start to use shock darts or mollies to break that util. So we're gonna make it so they can't really break it.
Bot. Recalling my bot.
So your turret's
Here.
fine, you can stay up there, or you can put your turret here. I
Placing
like to do this
sentry.
with a lane setup a lot because it catches them running off the lane. But you're gonna stand right here and you're just gonna throw a molly
Placing
right on that
swarm
little
grenade.
plant with the left click throw. Put down your
Placing
alarm
alarm
bot,
bot.
and you're gonna come over here. Take this little like angle, hit this corner, and then just throw it on the
Placing
ground that
swarm
lines
grenade.
up. And then this will act as the exact same setup, and the only thing that they can destroy, most likely, is
Here.
gonna be this alarm bot. Just the alarm bot. So then you'll just have to play off sound cues, or if your turret's here, you can play off turret contact.
Swarm grenade
But
out.
then it'll basically, it's just a lane setup, basically. It's a better lane setup.
Bot coming back.
If you want early info, you can push your turret
Turret
here
out.
off rip, and your turret will see anyone that tries to peek B main.
Recalling my bot.
You can also put your turret up here, and you can play a little, angle with your turret protecting you as you peek right here.
Bot coming
And then
back.
if your team, if they keep going mid, you can toss an alarm bot stairs near the stairs for some info for mid. And then if they have a jet or they close door, you can put a molly on this little stub, a molly on this little stub, and then an alarm bot right in front of the switch. And then when they pop switch or the alarm bar goes off, this will just kill them. They are just dead. And especially if you swing off it, they either take a ton of damage or they die. Because they can't even stand on top of there. That's basically it for the B setup that I recommend to use. So now we're going to run over to some lineups. So, starting off with some good lineups that can kind of prevent some angles, is we're going to start with a nice little stair lineup. So you're going to run over to this wall, and you're just going to run across the room. And then you're then going to take these two bars, and you're going to throw your molly just in the middle of them near the bottom.
Placing swarm grenade.
And then this molly will go and it will bounce stairs,
Swarm grenade out.
preventing anyone from playing stairs. So you can just kind of take the exact same setup, and you can just throw it this time. So take this little angle, and throw it right here.
Placing swarm grenade.
This molly will run and it will land market, preventing anyone from pushing out of the market smoke or anyone who's trying to break door.
Here.
But door, you get to throw it before door closes though. And then for a nice little CT lineup, just stand right here and throw it at the corner of this house, or the building, the little roof. And then this will bounce and land perfectly CT, which I highly recommend combining with your ult that we will get to in a second. For a little post plant lineup, you can kind of just stand here and throw it at the second piece and just throw.
Placing swarm grenade.
And this will come all the way down and will land front out. And it will prevent anyone trying to defuse. Now for ults, I recommend ulting here most of the time. And then what you can do is that you can throw your market molly and then your CT molly to prevent anyone from leaving the site who's trying to escape the KJ ult, so you can fight whoever's stuck on site. If they have a Sova, and you know they have a wallbang weapon, I recommend popping your ult right here. So then it prevents it from being wallbanged. The only issue is that your teammates are going to have to worry about this corner where one person can survive. So you're going to have to comment to your teammates that one person could be sitting bow house after you KJ ult. Only use that ult if they have a Sova or if they're on a save round with Deagles, something that can wallbang the ultimate. For a retake ult, you can ult right here. This is an ult that I recommend. You can ult right on top of here if you can't get any sight space or any of this out area. Only thing you have to worry about is up here, which you could just jiggle throw a molly to, and then both backside, and then your bow house. But the ult that I'd recommend a lot more is the ult right here. When you ult, you'll see that it'll go on top. And this is a problem, because people can just easily wallbang it. So people can just shoot at it, and they can just wallbang it. So, what you're going to need to do when you do your ult is just turn around, and then place it. So then, now you don't have to worry about it. And I think only one person can survive in this corner. So, since they're most likely going to be all playing site, they're going to have to rush your Killjoy ult or just get detained, and only one person's going to be undetained on site. So that's a good KJ ult, and you do that so then it does not get the short. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. And if you like this Killjoy guide and you want to hear more, then let me know. And I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.